Mm. Hi everyone, very excited to be on that call today with you for this new release about SalesMind. So we are bringing again a lot of new exciting stuff in this new release. To give you a brief overview out of it, the main features that we're bringing is we are finally releasing the email, so you'll be able to use the email in the campaigns as multi-channel and cold mass outreach email. So this is still currently in beta. We're onboarding few main users. So if you want to get on the first batch of users that is using the email with SalesMind and the power of Mind AI for crafting hyper personalized email, feel free to reach us out and we'll be more than happy to onboard you on that new exciting values that we're bringing to the outbound to make it great again. So let's start with this new product release. So what we're bringing is a lot of new things from the sender perspective, right? So let's start right now. In the inbox, you will find you will have more capacity to send invitation per day. So let's get into it. Now I share the screen. And here we go. So once you have your agent, you can set up the amount of connection and visit and photo and messages that every sender can do per day. If you click on the three dots on the right and settings, you go to the settings of the sender. So this page is aiming to be redesigned very soon, but currently you will have all those information within the same place even after the rebranding. So this is where the change have happened. Now the limit per day by default is 25, but by yourself you can go up to 60. Big disclaimer here, this is very important that you are increasing gradually the limit, right? If today you're 25, you cannot go 60 right now. Basically, you will need to go 29, and then a few days later 33, 35, and so on. And then eventually, after 10 to 15 days, you will be able to increase at the maximum of the capacity for the connection. Keep in mind, however, that you have a limit, a hard cap of 200 per week. So you will not be able to go above this number. Okay, you have the same capacity of sending more messages than the default value. But again, keep in mind that you need to increase gradually those number to look human and do not raise any flag from LinkedIn. The next very exciting things from the sender perspective is the adding the email and stuff. So here, let me show you how it will look like. Here you click on add an email or WhatsApp or Telegram, and then you have access to all those methods. Here, you click on IMAP, you fill the information. The beta version only allow that. And at a later stage, we will be able to have Google and Microsoft. Here, the IMAP server, the port, the SMTP, the port of the SMTP, and then the email address will be added to the SalesMind. Then you will be able to have access to deliver email from the campaign. But let's get into that at a later stage. Okay, so from the seller perspective, that was the two improvements that we are bringing. Where most of the thing happen during this new iteration is the inbox again. So here, for those who have smaller screen, first of all, we thought of you. So if I zoom in a little bit on my screen, I look at a decent screen size now, and without losing any functionalities, you are able to have access to the Mind AI from this specific button here. And then this is where most of the things are new here. Instead of bringing new tabs, we bring tiles. And the difference is you can open them and have the entire description for every single of them. You have a preview of the MBTI of that person here. The demographic, sometimes we are not able to identify the gender, the birth date, and so on. But if we have it, we'll show it here. The astrological sign as well. If this person is in a campaign or not, in that case, yes. And then we can have information about that. The recent conversation, if anyone have conversation with that person within my team, it will show here. The contact information, if the person has an email, WhatsApp, anything, you will find that here. You can retrieve the email if you have the subscription or any other tools that help you that. Their experience, the education, and brand new the activities. So basically now you see the repost, no comment from a company, you report the thing from a company, from a profile, from a company. So basically that person only repost stuff, and then now you have access to every kind of activities that Kurt is doing online. All right, so that's the first tiles that we are bringing. We are coming with other tiles at some point, and most of the information will be shown here. Feel free to raise your voice, and if you have any good idea about what we can bring in here, we'll be more than happy to get your recommendation. And then now in the SalesMind AI, so in that case, that will be too early. But if we take another one, we have that case eventually as well. But we have a new question by default. Score this lead according to the most appropriate sales framework. And then here the AI will identify which is the best sales framework. In that case, it's the BENT, budget, authority, need, and timeline. And the AI gives a score out of 3 for each of the criteria, and eventually give us some idea either this is a good lead, qualified, that have chance to convert, or not at all. Right. Again, it might be a little bit early in that campaign, but overall, this is what happened. You can ask the AI to score your lead. Okay. So now we also bring drag and drop here, so you can go up and down without. If you have more of text to write, we are bringing the characters count here, so it add more and less characters. You know how many characters you're sending. That's important to not go above 300, 500 release at the maximum that you should send on LinkedIn. After that, the inbox on LinkedIn looks really small, and then the messages will not be able to read without scrolling eventually 10 times. And people do not scroll 10 times unless they're on Facebook or the feed, not within the inbox itself. Very important. Now, something we increase and we improve recently is, hey, say hello and ask to book and ask about their last post. And then this is a quick draft without any formal things. I click on enhance, and then boom, the magic of AI does the job. And then the AI makes a message that hit the mark for sure, right? So I hit my message in a matter of a second. The AI is increasing the quality and the consistency of brand voice from my outreach. And now I can send this email. So this is one other very exciting thing that we are bringing. Either you regenerate and then the AI goes over the process again with the same kind of data with different proposition at the time. Either enhance and then you're able to draft yourself, or ask instruction here and the AI will follow that at that place. We are also bringing the lead tags here, so you have access to the new design for the tags. And also we have bringing back the 2 version of read and respond. So basically what it means here, for example, I see that John, he had that notification badge 1 here, and he have the tag your turn. So it means I never opened that conversation and I haven't replied yet. Now, if I open John's conversation, the badge is disappearing because I read that conversation, but I haven't replied yet. Obviously, the AI is doing great job providing message for me to use and make the lead move forward in the funnel of conversion. However, I haven't replied yet. So the your turn badge remained. And we're bringing others status as well. So now we have not enrolled. And this is one big thing. Here, guys, listen to me. You have access to the entire inbox from LinkedIn in SalesMind. Before, we only took the people that were in a campaign, that we were generating engagement from SalesMind. Now you're able to import the entire inbox you have from LinkedIn. The game changer here is you will be able to manage 10 times more efficiently your inbox. No matter if prospect, friend, or people that are not relevant to your business yet, nurturing them, making the follow-up, getting consistent in your pipeline, identifying the right opportunity within your network is now at the fingerprint. You have access to that from SalesMind now on. If you want to filter the people who only have no campaign yet, you filter by status, not enrolled. And then the sleeping people are the people that do not have any reply in the last few moments. So here, basically, nothing happened for that person in a while. That person is sleeping. We need to make a follow-up. All right. So this is one of the last thing we are bringing in the inbox. Trust me, things is still ingoing. We are still improving that beautiful inbox. Here, I get back to the normal ratio though. And as you can see, the beta version bring a glimpse of the from and the to. Basically, it will be from to choose which channel and which account you want to use, either LinkedIn, either your first email, the second email, the third email, WhatsApp or Telegram, completely up to you. And here the people, the contact information you want to use to target your people. A little bit before I was introducing the recent conversation, and we have a good example of it. So this person is targeted by Alain and also by Charlotte. And here I have that information here. The AI also have that information. So we know that we are consistent across the outreach, like if those two people were communicating inside. And if I simply click, I open the conversation that Charlotte had with that person. So in that case, it was just within another campaign, but no message has been sent yet. But otherwise, I will have the history of the activities that happen between both, and the AI will take in consideration to make them match and have the perfect value proposition toward the mutual outreach of those two people, like they were one single person. Another tile that is really interesting is the demographic. For me, in that case, the astrological sign have strong importance in the Asian culture, and we're able to identify a lot through the astrological and the MBTI that help us to understand better the communication style, what need to be adopted with every single prospect. That's how we are able to have those messages that often hit the mark. All right. I think that's it with the inbox for today. More incoming, but let's get to the campaign right now. So in the campaign, what I've changed recently is in the second step. For instance, we now have made an improvement in the blacklist. Now you're able to bulk copy and paste all the link at the same time. So basically, either you add a profile link, either a company link, or a lead list that you previously did in SalesMind. Otherwise, simply paste a lot of link. In that case, I copy a lot of links with really no format and anything, add to blacklist, and boom, the magic is done. Here, I blacklist a few companies here, and I'm sure that I will not reach any of their employees. All right, so very easy for you to import all the lead and get back to the video where we explain more about the blacklist and the advanced settings if you need. But at that moment, let's get to the next step and see what we've done with the country of your where you're looking for leads. So now in the country, we added some region. So let's take, for example, APAC. Now you're able to target this one, North America, and few other one, all the region you want across the world, but also the USA states, right? So let's take, I want Alabama, United States, Alaska, United States as well. So now you have access to all the states and you are able to target more precisely. Also, just to mention, for the friend in that country, we did not have that. So we added this new country as we are able to target worldwide audiences. This country is obviously one of the ones that we can help with. So we added that one. So I think that it in this one, but the very next exciting things that we are building is the auto outbound V2. So in that new exciting way to give instruction to the AI, you will see that first of all, we increase the amount of characters that you're able to use. Now you can go up to 5,000 characters per instruction. So you can really go in depth with the instruction that you are giving. However, now you can give a goal for every single touch point. You can have a specific approach, which source is able to use. What is the thing that the AI need to do? What is the things that the AI cannot do? And also, what are the words to use? What are the words not to use? And simply what are the CTA with example and so on. And eventually that give way more control of how the AI will actually produce those messages. So here we haven't done a proper lead list before, so the preview will not run, but you will have access to that right now. This is already ready in production. So every single user, happy user of SalesMind have access to at that moment. So feel free to test it out with a new campaign. We always increase the quality of prompt and instruction we get according to the feedback we get and the data that we analyze. Okay. So I think within the application that is one of the last things that we are bringing for this iteration. But one of the things that I'm very excited this iteration to build, to bring overall, which is not within the application, but how can I say that? The application itself, I would say this is the white label. So, so many people have asked us previously. Now you are able to have your own version of SalesMind under your brand. So feel free to reach us out if you ever wanted to have SaaS under your brand without building it. You have a lot of things to do, and we are the hustle behind the scenes that building this powerhouse. So the white label will be available for all the users. You will be able to have your own brand. Basically, it will be your own colors. It will be your own support, or we can take the support as well for you. Experience the same power as SalesMind under your own brand and take control with the permission and have access to as an admin to your client and all your users. So you can start selling your white label tool today. If you do not want to start having the entire solution under your brand, feel free to visit our website, which has been rebranded very recently as well. We now have the affiliate program as well. So if you feel to refer SalesMind to anyone within your friend, your family, your colleagues, your peer, or even your enemies, feel free to give the link of SalesMind. Sign up here. It takes less than a minute or two to sign it up. We pay with Wise, the international transfer, bank transfer. So this is very straightforward, very easy to set it up. and we're sharing the revenue up to 50% with 2 years of earning. We give 60 days windows for the cookie to track the purchase from the referee, and this is a partnership that is 100% win-win for both cases. So again, this is completely self-service. Please feel free to reach the website, the partnership menu, and affiliate program you can refer right now. This is entirely free, and you are able to promote SalesMind right away. So thank you very much for listening. I see we have quite a few people on that live today. Very exciting about these new features that we have brought this iteration. Trust me, we have a lot that is incoming in the next few weeks. So even more excited to build the future of outbound through hyper personalization. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening tonight, and really happy to hear if anyone have questions.